Close your eyes, 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 eyes. I am fully open and present in the moment to receive any guidance that speaks to my soul. I will be honest and authentic with myself, facing the truth that my body, my intuition is guiding me as either confirmation or a nudge for healing. I am prepared to wholeheartedly start or continue on my journey to self-discovery and healing. Hello everyone, welcome to Willow and Roots. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading we're going to be receiving guidance from the Archangels. We have three options here to choose from. Option 1 is the large curry shell. Option 2 is the silver I love you heart. And option 3 is the incense stick holder. Once again, this is option 1, option 2, and option 3. Now you can pause the video, choose an item, let's get to it. Hello option 1, for those of you who selected the large curry shell, here's your reading. So let's put this over here. Let's get you a card. Now this is from the Orbs cards by Diana Cooper, where we're going to be receiving guidance from the Archangels and Descended Masters. Okay, may I have a card for option 1, please? What guidance do you have for option 1? There's too many. I'm hearing pull a card. So we have here Archangel Perlamec. And we have like two pigs in the back. Card number 34, reducing to 7. This is all about working with animals, right? So connecting with animals. So you're being called to connect with animals in order to have an even exchange of energy, healing energy. Not only will they send healing energy to you, you will send healing energy to them. It's an even exchange. This will help in your ascension as well. It's like a leveling up. And what we need to realize sometimes, and I'm learning this especially with human design, there's some of us who are meant to interact with others, and in that interaction, whether it be a quick one or a long one, there is lessons that you've learned or will learn, but also it helps you to ascend spiritually, right? Emotionally, mentally, physically. You do ascend, you do grow, you do evolve, right? And the animals do allow us to experience that as well, because it is a soul within a physical vessel as well, just like us. It's just that we have different journeys, right? Different experiences, but the soul within, it's light, it's a part of spirit, just like us. So sometimes there's a contract where we're meant to interact with that animal, and there's an exchange of energy, and that energy helps us on our journey, on our path. The energy of the pig, because I'm thinking of how short their lives are because people eat meat. And this is not an anti-meat video, right? This is not that. But it's the gratitude. It's having gratitude for the experience of life. It's embracing it. It's like being able to take a breath. And that breath means so much. There's so much gratitude within that breath. It has meaning, it has purpose. And it shows how fragile and how delicate and short life could be. And that's why it is important to be our best selves and to embrace every opportunity that we can, learn from it, appreciate it, because it is short, but it is beautiful in its own right. It's calling for you to connect with animals. So this could be going to a zoo. This could be the neighborhood cat. So you don't necessarily have to touch the animal, but just being in its presence, looking at it and seeing it as more than just an animal. Because that's something that humanity needs to learn, and that is living in the moment and experiencing the moment, processing it and slowing down, coming out of autopilot and stepping into feeling the experience yourself in that experience in that moment. So if there is a cat, and let's say you're not a cat person, so you don't have to go and touch the cat and all that, but you can just look at the cat, look at an animal, and see that that is something that's a life. God created that. You could see the soul of the creature as well. You look in its eyes and you see that soul within. It's seeing animals for more than just pets or just an insignificant creature. There's a life, there's a soul in there. Okay, that's your guidance. Wow. Okay, let's get some tarot. Well, this is funny. For those who harm animals, you're coming back as an animal. There's a lifetime that you're going to be an animal. Okay. Can I have some cards for option 1, please? Yeah, with the card being a 34 card, which reduces to 7, it's like the card, and 7 being the number of spirit, it is saying that these animals are of God as well. These are God's creatures. These are God's creation. And to embrace it, appreciate it, love it. We have Temperance, card number 14. Okay. We have Temperance. We have, whoops. We have Temperance. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Sometimes we need to get away, to clear our minds, to readjust, to come into alignment. The guidance here is there's a strong need for you guys to actually be able to let go of certain experiences, whether it be positive or negative, but it's like experiences that are complete, that has reached its conclusions, being able to let go and move on. And the animal spirit represents the simplicity of life, being able to live day by day. So what negative thing might have happened yesterday, well, that was yesterday, because now we're in today. Not holding on to grudges, not holding on to, again, things that are completed that you are aware of, that you are afraid of letting go and moving away from. It is calling for you to simplify your life. And sometimes we need to do a vision quest, meaning that we go off, whether it be for a weekend or go on holiday somewhere. We're able to clear our heads, right? Recalibrate, refocus, come back into alignment. And that gives us greater clarity as to our next steps, right? This is calling for some of you needing to be able to go get away from the family, needing to leave a situation so that you can be your best self. You have the energy, the emotional energy to deal and handle this dynamic here, a dynamic with the family, or this is like material success for some as well. Having success and needing to step away from that in order to regroup. Needing to take a weekend away, needing to take a short break. So that's for those who are successful, and it's like, okay, I am absolutely exhausted. I'm needing to center and ground myself. I need to step away from that. And the other situation is family, needing to take a break from that dynamic, that routine, and to really look after you, right? It's also showing me a family dynamic where someone feels like they feel alone even though they're around a lot of people. And it's saying you can connect with animals, right? You can connect with animals where it's a form of recharging your energy. The animal injects joy and unconditional love into you. So that's very, very strong. You can experience spirit through animals as well, right? You can communicate with animals through feeling. So that's also another thing to look into. What's this person walking away from? Right. For those of you who have ended a relationship or a divorce, get a pet. Get a pet. If you feel alone, get a pet. Oh, look at that. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. This is like stepping away and just recharging, regrouping, and seeking other opportunities. Investing in yourself. This could be also from a business front, where there's a business that is successful and then it's like selling or breaking away from the business to start something new, to start a new venture. And then the animal spirit is expressing again the simplicity. Things does not have to be complicated if it has reached its conclusion. Okay? But there's a need, there's like an energy of starting again or putting your energies elsewhere. If you're thinking about doing that, it's the right move. That's what it's saying. It's the right move. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some cards. We have here from my Rooted Wisdom deck. This is a deck that I made last week. Yeah, it's not a professionally made deck. It's a handmade deck. Okay, what guidance do you have for option 1? What guidance do you have for option 1, please? Thank you. Is that... Okay, we'll take these. Okay, so we have here, look into training in energy healing. And that's quite interesting with the 8 of Pentacles and what this person is doing. Using his chi energy in order to allow or help this tree or this plant to grow. This is actually working with or using your chi energy to manifest, to heal. So that's something that you could consider, right? Tapping into energy healing, working with animals, healing plants, people. That's actually a very good exercise to do, where you can have a herb garden, right? Whether it be outside, but I think this test should be in the home. So you have like a herb garden inside your house, and you're going to talk to it. You're going to be using your chi energy to help this plant to grow, develop, to actually remain healthy, right, throughout the season, year. But that's a good exercise to test your healing ability and energy healing strength. Next card, it says, send white light healing energy to someone you know who needs it. Now, again, this is tying in with you being able to heal others with your chi energy. But this is in the form of visualization, right? And also speaking things into existence. So you can speak healing into existence for others. So if there is someone that is in a rough place and you are aware of it, you can actually send them white healing light energy, whether you can say it or just visualize it, and you're sending it with love. So this is not impeding on their free will. This is you sending this light energy as a loving support, or as a way of letting them know that you are there for them. You are supporting them energetically. Beautiful. We also have start doing breath work. And it ties in with the Eight of Cups. If you're going through a stressful period where you just have to get out, you have to like leave the house because it's just so overwhelming, whether it be the family are just driving you crazy, or you just don't know why you feel frustrated, you don't know why you feel sad, there's no answers. Sometimes doing breath work helps with the anxious thoughts, helps with the anxiety, the physical sensation that comes with anxiety. It helps to alleviate that, right? There's a lot of wonderful breath work videos on YouTube. Definitely capitalize on it because this is great stuff. This works wonders. I did this during the pandemic. There were periods where I was anxious and it worked. There's I believe his name is Wim Hof. Hope I'm saying his name right. His breath exercise, amazing. Amazing. The 11-minute breath exercise, that one lifts anxiety immediately. Like after the 11 minutes, you will feel different, positive. Wonderful. We have here smile more. So you're being called to raise your vibration. You're being called to not sit in fear, sit in that low frequency energy, because it's easy to get stuck in that energy and hard to come out of it. So smiling more, not only does it raise your vibration, but this is from a vain point of view, you get less lines on your face. Right? It's a form of exercise for your face as well, the muscles in your face when you smile more, right? Also, you're more approachable. The energy that you emit will be positive, uplifting, right? So if you release positive energy, you get positive energy in return. Think about that. And the last card says, it's time to write in your journal. So if you aren't keeping a journal, get one. Write your feelings. Write your truest feelings in the journal, right? Get it out. Get it out of your head and onto paper. That's bringing this into life, but also it's allowing that stuck energy to be free, to be released out of you. It's moving stuck energy, so you are a clear channel. Okay. So let's get an advice card. Okay, do you have any more guidance for option 1? May I have a card, please? Thank you. Routine. Routine. So this is backing up exactly what I said here with my Rooted Wisdom deck, where doing these things on the regular will help you to get out of this energy of being stuck, but more importantly, being able to close out cycles, things that you know or finish, or things that you know don't serve you anymore. This is you being in an energy where you're able to now step into releasing and moving into a new chapter, or ready to have new experiences, right? Being willing and able to move into that direction. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected the silver heart, I love your heart, here's your reading. So let's put this over there. And we're going to pull a card from the Orbs cards by Diana Cooper. We're going to receive guidance from the Archangels, Ascended Masters, Goddesses, Fairy Realm. Okay, let's see what guidance the Archangels have for you. Okay, may I have a card for option 2, please? Thank you. Okay, so we have here Archangels, Jophiel, Metatron, Gabriel, Michael with Lady Nada. Card number 7. This is beautiful. This is like giving me the energy of like willpower. I am energy, right? This gives me like confidence vibes, the vibes of really stepping into your power. This is trusting your inner voice, right? With the yellow energy, it's giving me sun energy, it's giving me radiance energy, radiating your light. But it's also expressing, or the meaning of this card is all about intuition, right? Connecting with your intuition and your psychic gifts, trusting your intuition, listening to that inner voice. But in order to do so, there's a sense of being comfortable with yourself, knowing yourself, understanding what is your thoughts and what are intuitive hits, guidance from the archangels or source or the ancestors. It's being able to translate the messages. It's like sitting in your energy and understanding what that feels like, so that if you are interacting with others, there's no confusion. There's no confusion, because it's very easy to fall into that energy of I feel depressed, or I feel really sad and I don't know why. And you're trying to like find out, where is this coming from? And you have no idea where it's coming from. It's coming from someone else. So with you understanding yourself, you will be able to know immediately, okay, that's not my energy, right? That's not me. With your intuitive gifts, you will be able to know exactly who it is, where it's coming from. And if guided, be able to help them, offer them spiritual guidance. Beautiful. Card number 7, so that's the number of spirit, right? Okay, let's have some cards here for option 2. May I have guidance for option 2, please? What guidance would you like to share with option 2? That message is especially important for those new on the journey to tapping into their spiritual gifts, right? It's important to constantly be working on yourself, constantly be checking in with yourself, checking in on how you're feeling, checking in on also things that need to be healed within yourself, really working through stuff that's swept under the carpet. Because of course, when you're doing spiritual work, especially if you're working alongside with spirit, these things are going to come up to the surface for you to face, because you can't give people advice with things that you've completely ignored. But you can give advice if you're working on it or have healed it completely, right? So that's, again, spirit will lead you or guide you on the path. So if spirit puts someone in front of you for healing, and you're in that space where you can handle it, yeah. May I have a card for option 2? Okay, so we have, 5 of Pentacles. Yes. The Sun, yes. Oh my word, look at that. Okay, 5 of Swords. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, the Sun, and the 5 of Swords. Now, this is second guessing yourself. 100%. Second guessing your light, second guessing your abilities. And this is calling for you to understanding yourself. Understanding who you are, understanding all facets of yourself, so that you do not second guess the intuitive hits, the guidance that is given to you. Okay, this is calling for you to see your light, see the light within, but also to be in a positive and uplifted energy. I'm not saying that this is going to be you every day, but this is something that you should strive for. This is something that you should be moving towards. Now, some of you are actually in a place where you're going to be unlocking your gifts. We have the keyhole here and we have the key. But this person is not yet seeing it. So it may be situations that you cannot see yourself getting out of. You don't know how is it going to work. And Spirit is saying, look within. The answers that you seek are within. The way out is within. Okay? Everything that you need to know on how to overcome a situation, you possess that knowledge. Try not to second guess yourself or get confused by others, the guidance of others. So this is when the intuition comes in, where you're going to be able to listen to yourself, your body. So let's say someone is offering you guidance. You're going to be able to listen to it and be able to know if it is something that is right for you, advice that is right for you, or a path that you should take, right? So that's where it is important, again, to do the work within. Do the inner work. Try not to be overwhelmed and confused by the situation that you're in, but trust in Spirit. Call on them as well. Ask for obvious signs that you're receiving the proper guidance and it's not coming from you, it's not in your head. For some of you, it's like dissatisfaction. I'm not happy with the gifts that I was given. There's some dissatisfaction here. Running away from it, not wanting it, not appreciating it. And Spirit is saying, look, it's quite powerful. It is quite powerful. The guide, actually, the colors are matching here with the orbs. Look at that. The huge yellow orb, and then look, this huge orb here. Look, you don't know how powerful you are. It's saying that the gift that you have, for those of you who are like, I don't like my gifts, is not like others. The gift that you possess, you can take it far. Your gifts can be this powerful where it just radiates light everywhere. There's an intensity with it. But again, if you want your gifts to be at its greatest and maximum potential, it requires you to shift your vibration, shift your energy, and truly connect with yourself. You can't be sat in the Five of Pentacles energy of lack, of comparing yourself to others, and then doubt and again being annoyed. You can't be in those energies. It has to be a period where you're experiencing pure joy or aiming to be in that energy. Again, I'm not saying that this is going to be every day. You're just skipping along and joyous. Yeah, who can do that? That's wonderful. But it's aiming to be that radiant light as much as you can. That's where you will have the greatest clarity. That's where your gifts will be maximized. That's where you will be able to truly understand your greatest potential. You, the soul. You're seeing yourself for who you are. Beautiful. Yeah, look at that, coming into balance. Two of Cups. A need to come into balance. This is giving me the energy again of working on yourself, working on the shadow and light qualities of yourself. And some of the shadow qualities, an example I give, is jealousy. Jealousy is not an evil shadow trait or quality. You can actually transmute jealousy into motivation. You can take that energy and motivate yourself to acquire or experience greatness, reach your greatest potential, but using it in a dark and shadow way where you're sat looking at others but not doing anything to improve yourself. That's where you fall short. That's where you allow yourself to fall short. So it's understanding the energies and understanding how to use it to your greatest potential for your greatest benefit, right? It's being able to see the bigger picture, not be stuck, right, in this energy of not seeing yourself for who you are or seeing what you have, what you possess. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Ace of Swords and Judgment. it's shifting this energy. This is transforming yourself, transforming your life, seeing this quality about yourself, being able to move out of this energy, being in a low vibrational frequency where you're probably lashing out at people. I'm not saying all of you guys, but there is just a low sense of self, right? Not really valuing the self. This is like being in the energy now of changing that. This is turning a new page here and starting again. For those of you who are interested in like a sacred union, the way forward is to move out of the energy of lack. So the longing, it can lead you into obsession, which then leads into the low vibrational energy of being stagnant, right? Being stuck, wanting it, but not having it, then start panicking, and then not really focusing on living your life. Again, accomplishing things that you need to accomplish. It is saying to shift that frequency here, shift that energy, and be joyous, be grateful for what you currently have. It is saying that this can change once you change. The energies and the frequencies work in that way. What we put out, we get back in return. So if you're putting out this longing, negative energy, right, this lack energy, you're going to get lack, right? Let's get some cards from my Rooted Wisdom deck. Okay, do we have any cards for you? So we have here, complete that book. So for those of you who would like to write a book or have started writing a book and you kind of put that down, it's saying to pick it back up. Use this time to do expressive writing, creative writing. So you can, even if you're in a low period, you can actually write about it. Get it out of you. Get it out of your head and your heart, emotions, and put it on paper so the energy is cleared, right? The energy is free flowing within you. So it's getting that stagnant, stuck energy out of you, and it's on paper. We have expressive writing. Just what I said. Writing about how you feel in the moment. So this could be journaling or in that book, right? Again, expressive writing allows you to move stuck energy that is within you out on paper, freeing or creating that free flow of energy within. We have connect with your inner child. So this could also be this energy here of the Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles. It could be a feeling of abandonment as a child, feeling neglected, right? So it's calling for you to really tap into the inner child, and as an adult, heal that inner child. Be mother or father that inner child, right? Really doing that work where you visit your inner child and you treat that inner child as if it is your child. What would you do if your child has experienced, let's say, pain, sadness, hardship, what have you? How would you help them? That's how you're meant to go about that. Create a piggy bank and drop loose change in it after 1 month. Donate it. That's beautiful. So this is the energy of reciprocity, giving and receiving. So if you have any loose change, instead of just throwing it on the counter, have a little jar or piggy bank and put the change in there. And after a month, the amount that you have, you can donate it to help someone in need or someone who needs it. Trust in divine timing. Exactly. Especially with gifts, it's something that just does not come like at the drop of a hat. You can't snap your fingers and it just happens. It's something that develops over time. It's something that is given to you when you are ready, And your spirit team, they know when you're ready, and especially if you're doing the work and they see progress, that's when your gifts will strengthen, right? But this requires effort on your part, not sat doing absolutely nothing and it will come. It's effort. We have connect with the astral ancestors. So this is like the star seed ancestors, right? So here there's mediumship energy, right? So you're able to connect with your angels, guides, ancestors, and also astral beings. So connect with them. There's great wisdom that you can receive from the astral ancestors, right? For some of you, it even feels like solutions or healing information on certain healing modalities, right? So I'm hearing innovation as well. So if you're inventing something or just some type of new healing modality or new product, you can get it from them. Think the Egyptians. What a lot of us don't realize is the Egyptians are actually the Martians, right? So there's not much information on Mars, right? Especially about the inhabitants of Mars, because they ended up coming to Earth and they're the Egyptians. Yeah, I'm cracking up here. I'm being silly. Yeah, but they're Martians. Okay. May I have an advice? Okay. Heritage. Wow. So we have here the heritage card. That's the guidance. So this is telling me to look into your family history, right? There may be that great aunt, grandparent, parent who do have very strong spiritual gifts, do have a strong connection with their guides, and there's something that you can learn from it, whether that be, well, that's where you inherited it from, or there's something within the family tree that is going to reveal to you a major component of your life and about your existence. For some of you, you may find out that you were adopted, like you are the child of another family member. That might be cropping up. So the person that's your auntie is actually your mom. There's deep insights in your family history. Beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected the incense holder, here's your reading. Let's put this over here and get an orbs card for you. So this is from the Diana Cooper Orbs cards deck, where we're going to receive guidance from the Archangels, Ascended Masters, Goddesses, Fairy Realm, Unicorns, etc. Okay. What guidance do you have for option 3? Archangel. Please. Thank you. So we have here card number 30, Archangels Uriel, Raphael, and Zadkiel. Beautiful. The energy I'm getting from this, especially with the 3 card, 3 represents completion or completion of the Holy Trinity I'm hearing. So Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, or Holy Spirit, but more so it's like completion of the self, like totally understanding the self, or I shouldn't say totally, but it's having a better understanding of the self. This is also a card of reconciliation, so making amends with loved ones, whether it be in a romantic relationships, family, or friends. This is giving me the energy of forgiveness, forgiving yourself and forgiving others, being open to seeing a situation from another angle, right? Seeing a person out or hearing a person out, because it's very easy sometimes for us to get our wires crossed. So it's calling for peace. The theme I'm getting with this is practicing the art of listening. So not hearing, listening. So listening involves processing what you are hearing, being able to make sense of what you are hearing, right? Stepping away from autopilot and being present in the moment. When we listen, it's easy for us to receive the information, process it, and know what to do with it. Peace comes when we listen, truly listen. So this card is all about reconciliation and finding peace. Peace within the self and peace with others. So that's the guidance here that the archangels have for you. It's being in that energy of stillness, being in the energy of flow, or being in flow, being in alignment with the self. And with peace as well, it's like being content. There's an energy of really being able to sit back, exhale, and feel good. Like truly feel good in the moment. Not thinking about anything else too deeply, because you are content, you are happy with how everything is going. And that's where listening comes in, because listening allows us to not have any type of misunderstanding. You're able to have clarity on certain situations. That's a very good message there. Okay, angels, what guidance do you have for option 3? Too many. That just flipped over, but we saw the Page of Wands. So that's all about like exploring. That's a light energy of really wanting to experience various things, but experiencing it with purpose, with the view of enjoying it, not just doing it to do it, but just to enjoy it and to learn from it, right? Okay, it's a lot. Okay, so we have Ace of Swords. Yes, look at that. That's like speaking honestly, but also this is actually listening, because the swords represents communicating in a clear fashion, but also listening and not lying to yourself as well. There's a sense of speaking the truth and hearing the truth, whether it be something that is triggering or not. Okay, so we do have here the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. Exactly. That's how you bring about peace. Peace comes when there is conscious participation or listening, hearing things out clearly and speaking clearly and honestly. That's how we can have peace. That's how we can maintain balance. For some of you, this is actually the family. It's a family situation, and friends as well, where there's a need to have truthful communication. There's a need to actually hear the person out, listen to what they are saying, and truthfully respond. That's how you can maintain harmony. The same thing in a relationship. To have a happy home is to have honest and clear communication, honest and clear words spoken, expressing your truth, not holding things in and it develops into resentment. This is speaking on it, having an opinion as well, not losing who you are, not losing your individuality, maintaining it. It's being at peace with yourself as well with the Two of Cups, being at peace with your shadow and light self, recognizing some of those qualities that you probably don't like, it triggers you, so you may need to work on it, feeling that and knowing when something needs to be done, not running away and hiding from it. We have here Judgment and the Five of Swords. Exactly. Okay, so what this is telling me immediately is not being able to listen to constructive criticism, right? So a scenario here is someone may be told that they're doing something that might not be good for them, right? Or they're being told how to improve or things that they need to do, whether it be within their home life or being receiving guidance regarding a relationship. They don't want to hear it. It's triggering them. They just close their ears. They only want to hear certain bits, but the rest that is vital, they don't want to hear it. And the archangels are saying, no, listen, be open to listening, be open to, again, expressing yourself, how you feel about what you have heard. And there can be a healthy back and forth communication. Some resolution will come of this. That's what this is saying. May I have a card for the Five of Swords, please? This energy here with the Five of Swords, it feels like someone who is troubled. Okay, so this is another scenario where a home situation or relationship, friendship, it started out harmonious and then it kind of changed into something where, or a relationship where you're not seeing eye to eye. You are not seeing eye to eye. It's like both parties are going on a different path, right? They're both going on a different path in life. They're developing and growing into different people. And it's some form of transformation that occurred that caused this shift to happen. Now, what the archangels are saying is, instead of branching off and leaving or ending the situation on bad terms, make sure that you communicate, right? Again, honestly with each other, so that there's peace. There's no baggage or new karma that is created. That's what this is saying. That's what this is saying. Before it gets really bad, this is where you're meant to communicate. Not necessarily to save the relationship or the situation, if that is meant to happen, but it's to be able to part amicably, if that is what is meant to occur here. Let's see. Because we do have here, you're developing into different people. You're growing apart. There's different interests. I mean, this could be new friendship groups. It's just wanting new things in life, different things in life. But sometimes endings don't have to be complicated and painful. And I'm going through something like this. A relationship has ended, but it doesn't mean that we have to be enemies. We've been through so much that what we've invested in deserve respect. So we can be mature about it, but still be able to go on our chosen path, but still be respectful to each other. So that's that energy there. Okay, what's this? Okay, what are you learning here? Right. See, just said it. Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups. You see what I mean? This is like being respectful, being loving, and honest with each other, even though things have completed, a cycle have completed, you're now moving on a different path. It doesn't mean that you have to be enemies. There is respect and love here. It's learning how to be at peace with change or with cycles closing out with people. Also looking forward to what's to come. It's also calling for celebrating, being happy about what's to come, right? Why leave things on a negative, low vibrational note when you know that it is the right thing to do? It's closing out, it's done, but there's better things to come. There's good things to come. I'm happy about that. So celebrate it. It's like being happy, being joyous, and open to this change, this process of letting go. Having gratitude, learning to have gratitude of things that are closing out, cycles that are closing out, right? Seeing how you have grown and developed during this change, this phase. But it's closing a cycle, ending a cycle peacefully, respecting each other, and having gratitude for the experience. Beautiful. Let's get a card from my Rooted Wisdom deck. Okay, let me grab this ocean, please. Okay, so we have here, join a spiritual community that interests you. Yes, this could also be like a friendship group as well, right? Connecting, this is connecting with like-minded individuals, right? So if you're interested in spirituality, finding a group where it is not a scam. For one, I have to put it out there, right? A spiritual group where you're not spending money on a whole bunch of different things. It should more likely be a get together where spiritual souls are uniting to heal and to heal the collective. That type of energy. Yes, there are a dime a dozen nowadays, but it's either being around people, spiritual people, and forging friendships with them, or finding a spiritual community or group that is about friendship, is about being a community, a spiritual community, speaking on spirituality and each person's experiences, right? We also have cook a healthy meal from scratch. Yes, it's very easy to go and get those meals that are already made. We're talking about getting fresh ingredients and cooking something from the beginning, scratch, right? So if you eat meat, get the raw meat, season it, cook it, right? Eat it. Same thing with vegetables and grains, etc. From scratch, not ready made. This is also going to be very important for the times to come. The period that we're heading in, it's going to require a lot of cooking from the basics, from scratch. So understanding how to season your food as well is important. Convenience food, they're going to be scrapping those. Or I shouldn't, not all of them, but the convenience food is going to be having garbage in it that you don't want, right? And the word here to look at with those convenient food, there's not going to be a lot of that in the convenience food. So learning how to cook your food from scratch is important. Also growing it and cooking it from scratch. We have oops, wow, it just fell on that. Go for a walk by a body of water. So this could be walking by the beach, river, right, lake. It's really being near the water energy, right, the water element, and you're drawing on the water energy for healing, right? This is also great for your intuition, receptive energy, so getting visions, really Meditating by water is excellent. That's a great way to connect with your ancestors. I'm picking up for you guys. Okay, we have express gratitude to source for all you are grateful for in your life. Yes, speaking to spirit and expressing gratitude for all that you have experienced in life. And in this case, for some of you, where if you're closing out a cycle, it's thanking spirit for helping or assisting in closing the cycle, especially if it's one that you desperately want to close, or closing out the cycle where you're open to the change and understanding that it is a natural process, right? And seeing how you have grown and having gratitude for that, having gratitude for the experience. Next, we have listen to in vitro ultrasound vibrations. This is a great sound or form of sound healing. I use this for when I'm doing inner child work, right? So what I do is I meditate listening to the sound on headphones of an ultrasound, the baby's heartbeat, and it gives me that very safe, secure feeling. It's like memories of being in the womb, back in the womb. And I do that when I'm doing centering and grounding meditation, right? Light meditation. So not a deep meditation where I'm like out in the ethereal realm, but this is more so sitting in the self, right? Connecting with the self type meditation. Okay, and the last card is connect with nature. Going out into nature, hugging a tree, right? Sitting in a park, people watching. This is drawing on the all energy in this surrounding, right? This is being able to recharge your batteries in this surroundings, clear your mind. Also helps with introspection work, especially again with closing out cycles, to ground you, but also to process the change, to work through change, right? Which is beautiful. Let's get an advice card. Okay. We have fortune. Oh yes, see, this is a nice card to have. Fortune, luck, blessings. This is a very abundant card. So if you are going through, again, closing out a cycle, know that the next chapter is going to be one where you are going to be blessed. You're going to be very, very fortunate because a lot of the wisdom that you've attained from the previous cycle, you can apply it to the new one. The lessons, I mean, right? The lessons, the things that you are aware of that you didn't like, or things that you've done that you don't want to do again. This is where you can have that second chance to do it right, right? But Spirit is going to bless you with great opportunities, good fortune coming your way in the realms of, again, all areas: intuition, mental body, emotional body, spiritual body, physical body, relationships with others. It's just an opportunity to really be happy, to be joyous, right? Because it's all about peace. It's all about having a great human experience for you guys. Definitely, it's all about having that. And with the Knight of Pentacles, this is all about developing as a soul. The journey is long and slow, but in that we learn so much about ourselves. We learn how resilient we are. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Open your